Hi, I'm Kristin. That was really nice, Steve. He hasn't actually read my book yet, so he's read a lot of my writing, so I guess we can trust him. Anyway, I'm going to read. This is my first novel for kids, and I'm going to read just a part of the first chapter. Sorrel finished all the food on her plate and even asked for a second helping of green beans to put her mum in an extra good mood. Mum? Her mum looked at her. Aunt Prue looked over too. Sorrel took a deep breath and said, "There's this video game called Dragon Canyon that I'd really like to try." She saw a frown grow on her mother's face, so she quickly continued. "It's a teen game designed to promote collaboration, and it has daily play limits built in, so I can only play for a little while each day." Aunt Prue jumped in. "I've been hearing a lot about these new collaborative video games. The reviews are very positive, especially from parents. And you know, the other day I read an article about a group of kids who got a scholarship to college for winning a video game competition." Sorrel's mother raised her eyebrows. "A college scholarship for a video game?" Aunt Prue nodded, and then caught Sorrel's eye and winked. "Well," her mom said slowly, "I suppose you could try it." A huge smile spread across Sorrel's face. "But you have to do your homework and all of your strengthening exercises first, okay? I hear a lot about screen addiction, and I don't want that happening." Sorrel couldn't agree fast enough. "Of course." Her mom turned to Aunt Prue. "Can you oversee this? I don't know anything about it." Aunt Prue nodded solemnly and then turned to Sorrel. "Do you need earphones and a mic? I can lend you mine." Sorrel couldn't believe her luck. She cleared the table as quickly as she could, hugged her mom. "Thanks, Mom." When dinner was tidied up and she was set up at the computer, Sorrel created a Dragon Canyon account, filled in all the details, took a deep breath, and clicked. A pale blue wave rolled across the screen, pulsed for a moment, and then a small blue pearlescent egg appeared. A timer appeared below, counting down 24 hours. Enthralled, she watched the time count down, imagining what her dragon would look like and what magical skills it would have. The bright blue shine on the little dragon egg was so pretty, she couldn't help but smile. This time tomorrow, she would have a dragon, and the quests would begin. Reluctantly, she logged off. The next afternoon, Sorrel jumped off the bus and ran to the house as fast as she could. The new brace was much tighter than her old one, and it had started to chafe her foot, but she kept going and was careful not to let it show on her face. If her mom thought there was a problem, she would want to inspect it, and Sorrel didn't want to waste any time today. She banged the door open and heard her mom say, "Sorrel, slow down." Sorrel frowned, but took her time, walking to the kitchen. "Do you need a rest?" "Mom, I'm 11, I don't need a nap." Sorrel unpacked her lunch pail and laid out her homework on the table. Without meaning to, she must have limped because her mother narrowed her eyes and asked, "Is that new brace okay?" "It's totally fine, I love it." There was a slight frown on her mom's face, but she didn't push it any farther. "How was school?" "Fine," said Sorrel. "I have a lot of homework, and I want to get it done so I don't miss my dragon egg hatch." Her mother made a face like she didn't understand what Sorrel was talking about. "Don't forget your exercises after," she called, leaving Sorrel to do her homework. I know," Sorrel called back. When she'd finished her math worksheet, Sorrel started her exercises. Her foot and ankle were stiffer than usual, and she had to pull hard to get her brace off. The skin on her foot was red with dents where the edge of the brace had been. Sorrel knew the signs well. Her foot was swollen. And if her mother saw the swelling, she would force Sorrel into her old brace, and worse, the wheelchair. She did her stretches and then raised her foot, hoping to reduce the swelling, and read more about dragon species to get ready for her egg to hatch. During dinner, Sorrel kept checking the clock. By the time she finished eating, there was less than 10 minutes left. "Can I play Dragon Canyon?" Sorrel asked. Her mom gave her a stern look. "You finished all your homework and all your stretches?" Sorrel fought hard not to roll her eyes and said in her nicest voice, "All done." "I guess so," her mom relented. Sorrel jumped up. "Thanks, Mom." She dashed out of the kitchen and into the den. Her mother called after her, "Be careful." She breathed a sigh of relief when she saw there were still 5 minutes left before her egg would hatch. She settled herself at the computer, raising her foot under the desk. Then she focused all her attention on the egg. The egg wiggled, only 2 minutes left. Again, the egg moved. Sorrel squealed in excitement. The blue color of the egg, darkened like her baby dragon, had pressed itself against the side. 1 minute left. The egg rocked back and forth like it was going to rest on its side, but righted itself. A small spiderweb crack splintered across the egg. Only 30 seconds now. The spiderweb spread until the whole eggshell was cracked. 10 seconds. Her blue egg shuddered. Small bits of eggshell tumbled off, dark blue showing underneath. The timer clicked to 0, and the egg split open. There, on the screen, was a tiny, perfect blue dragon, its tail curled around its talons, its big blue eyes stared up at Sorrel, narrowing like she was seeing more than was there. "Oh, I love you!" Tiny dragon wings stretched out, showing off shimmering blues. Her scales were small and lined up like perfect blue candies. Sorrel put on Aunt Prue's earphones, clicked on the quest, a smile creeping across her face.